I'm very tired. I had a weird night's sleep. I've had a week of weird dreams. And yesterday I had, in real life, not in sleep, I had a weird movie experience. Yes. I only have a few minutes to get the story out because I'm going to the law office, which is, a minute away. Let's see if I can tell you in the time allotted. I had never heard of a 4D movie until I walked out of the theater and had a 4D experience. They have turned the movie theater into an amusement park ride. And the movie in question, I got called up. Want to come? The WGA is having a special screening. Do you want to be my +1? Well, that sounds lovely. I'll go see this F1 movie. Who wouldn't want to see some Javier Bardem, some Brad Pitt? Why is that not on everybody's list? What is this jerk doing? So we might have more time than I thought because this guy has decided to block traffic. Anyway, first we got lost because it said it was on Laurel Canyon Boulevard, the movie theater, and I couldn't find it. We couldn't find it, and we wound up trying to Google map it. At the same time, my mom's calling and wants to find out what kind of drive she can plug into her iPad. If any of you know, please let me know, because I told her USB drive and then realized later iPad doesn't have a USB port. But it's pure chaos. We get to the movie theater and the seats are like high chairs. They're weird seats. You have to climb into them. And we make friends with the couple next to us, Nancy and Barry, very nice people. And they clearly do a lot of these screenings. They Nancy had the air of an expert about her. And she, couldn't understand how we got lost trying to find the movie theater. It's so simple. It was not simple. I had to consult the GPS. It wasn't logical to me. So I'm not prepared. And the movie starts and there's this beautiful shot of a crashing wave. And then there's a shot of being behind the wheel of an F1 car. And the chairs start vibrating. Cut to the water. Serene. Cut back to the F1. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Every time there's a car anywhere near the screen, the seats shake, rattle, and roll. It's so obnoxious. And then you see Brad Pitt get behind the wheel of a car and he starts zooming around, and clearly he's racing against an enemy because somebody bumped somebody else with their car, and you feel the jerk, right? And my friend leans over and says, "The guy behind me keeps kicking my seat." And I had to break it to her. "Babe, that's not the car behind you, the guy behind you. We're supposed to feel what it feels like when a car bumps a car. That's the chair kicking you in the back." And she's got this look on her face like she's just walked in on her parents being naked or something. Just complete shock. And I said to her, "I'm ready to go anytime." I was over it because all I could imagine was there's going to be a big car accident, and we're going to really get jerked around. So then we finally get to a calm scene. They're in a laundromat, and she turns to me and she says, "Do you think we should go now?" I'm like, "Yes, before the whole world starts vibrating and we can't get out of these chairs." So the couple over there, "You're not going, are you?" Oh, the hell to the yes. We are going. But this is not for us. So we get out, and my friend has a cramp high up on the back of her thigh, like getting close to the nethers, if you know what I'm saying. And I thought, that's right. Let's put Javier Bardem and Brad Pitt on screen and make the seats vibrate. This doesn't make sense. It's going to be a cleanup on aisle 6 situation. You know, popcorn, soda, and I don't know what else. But there's no drink holders. They know this. They know that you should not be eating or drinking in this movie. They know it. Or they would have drink holders. But what they do have is weird little buttons that says turn off water. And this made no sense to me. You know, what do you mean turn off? So we kept poking it to try and turn off the seat vibration. Nancy's saying, "Turn off your seats." It's not happening. We're not turning anything off. It's not successful. So my friend goes down to the concession stand. We're leaving. Goes down to the concession stand, hoping for a free popcorn, which they know that their movie theater is committing acts of violence. They're not going to give you free popcorn. So she wound up paying $12 for a bag of popcorn, and while we're waiting for them to scoop it up, you know, we're explaining that we were not prepared for this experience. There was no little pre-roll saying, "Here's what you might experience," and nothing to warn you. And wow, buddy. And the girl behind the counter says, "Well, yes, the turn off water button is so you don't get water in your face." Excuse me? What? She says, "Oh yes, there's a rain scene coming up, and it splashes water in your face so you can feel the sensation." Are you kidding me? I was half tempted to go back into the movie theater just to see what Nancy would do when the water started spraying everywhere. Oh my God. Oh my God. Where's the banana cream pie button so that you don't get hit in the face with pie? This was uncomfortable. It was distracting. I'm not quite sure I know, even in the few minutes that I saw, if I could. I don't know anybody's name. I don't remember anybody's name. It just is it could be a great movie. I don't know. I don't have sufficient information, even though I sat there through the introduction. Nope. So I'm gonna say thumbs down on the 4D experience. And the girl said, "Well, then there's 4DX, and that's where they add 3D to it." They should just call it a vomitorium at that point, because it is the most uncomfortable experience. You know, I mean, if you're gonna do this, put us in fluffy clouds and let us fly. You know, let us swim. Let us have gentle, not blah, 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 blah. Oh, Lord. So we'll see. Maybe this is the future of movies. I somehow suspect not. It reminded me of the stories I've heard about smell-o-vision. Oh, ambitious, expensive, and stupid. That's what I would say. And definitely made by men for men. Because a woman in a vibrating chair is not something that I think a woman wants to do publicly. I'm sure there's some women who do, but I think that's an unusual circumstance. Yeah, that was a very weird, it was a very, very, very weird series of decisions that happened there that made that a possibility. It's Thursday morning. I got parking. I get to go in and find out if that jerk stole my chair again. Oh, I woke up this morning and I had the pre-fight in my head. You know, do I pound on the door and interrupt his whatever arbitration and get my chair back? Do I just find another place to sit? Do I go home and work from home? I don't know. I just know I'm about to spend money on parking, and I'm already pre-riled. We'll see what happens. Happy Thursday, everybody.